there's a quiet struggle many men never talk about. They smile at dinner, they joke with friends, they carry on with life. But deep inside, they worry about one private change that feels impossible to explain. Maybe the body doesn't respond the way it used to. Maybe desire is still there, but performance feels weaker, slower, unreliable. And for many men, that moment doesn't just affect the bedroom. It affects confidence, self-worth, even the way they look in the mirror. What makes it harder is that most people immediately think the only answer is pills, fast fixes, expensive prescriptions, hidden side effects. But what if the real issue isn't that your body is broken? What if it's simply asking for better blood flow, better circulation, better energy, and better support from the inside out? Today, we're talking about one simple drink that may help support stronger, healthier erections naturally. No miracle claims, no magic promises. Just a science-backed, body-friendly approach that works by improving one of the most important foundations of male performance: healthy circulation. Because here's what many men don't realize. An erection is not only about desire, it is largely about blood flow. If blood vessels become stiff, narrowed, inflamed, or sluggish with age, stress, poor diet, diabetes, high blood pressure, lack of sleep, or inactivity, the signal may be there. But the response becomes weaker. That can happen gradually, and many men blame themselves without understanding what's really going on. And this is why the drink we'll discuss today has gained so much attention among health-conscious men, especially those over 50. It may help the body produce more nitric oxide, a natural compound that helps relax blood vessels and improve circulation. When circulation improves, many men notice better firmness, better stamina, and renewed confidence over time. But there's something even more important I need to tell you before we reveal it. If your erections have changed recently, it can sometimes be an early warning sign not just of intimacy problems, but of heart health, blood sugar issues, stress overload, or hormonal imbalance. In other words, your body may be whispering long before it starts shouting. So stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll learn what this simple drink is, why it may help naturally, the biggest mistake men make when trying it, and how to use it safely as part of a real lifestyle plan for stronger performance and better overall health. And trust me, the ingredient is probably simpler than you think. Now, let's go a little deeper into what is actually happening inside the body, because once you understand this, everything starts to make sense, and more importantly, you stop blaming yourself. Think of your body like a system of roads. Your heart is the main pump, and your blood vessels are the highways. For a strong erection, those highways need to be open, flexible, and responsive, so blood can flow quickly when the signal is sent. But as men age or deal with long-term stress, poor sleep, smoking, high sugar intake, or even long sitting hours, those highways start to become narrower and less flexible. This is where many problems quietly begin. It's not always about low desire. In fact, many men still feel mentally interested, emotionally connected, and physically aware. But the body doesn't respond the same way because circulation is not as strong as it used to be. That's why doctors often say erectile health is actually a blood flow health issue more than anything else. Now here's where science gives us an interesting clue. The body naturally produces something called nitric oxide. You don't need to memorize the term, but you do need to understand what it does. Nitric oxide helps relax blood vessels so blood can flow more freely. When levels are healthy, circulation improves. When levels are low, blood flow becomes restricted. And here's the important part most men don't hear. Nitric oxide production naturally decreases with age. That means the body slowly loses one of its key tools for strong circulation. This is also why so many men notice changes in their 40s, 50s, and 60s, even if they feel otherwise healthy. It's not just aging randomly, it's a biological shift in vascular function. Now, about that one drink we mentioned earlier. Certain natural drinks, especially those rich in dietary nitrates and antioxidants, can help support the body's ability to produce nitric oxide. Beets, for example, are one of the most studied foods in this area. They are not magic, but they contain compounds that the body can convert into nitric oxide support. This is also why beet juice has been quietly studied in heart health, stamina, and circulation support. Some men report feeling more energy, better endurance, and improved physical response when they include it regularly. Not instantly, but gradually, as part of a healthier system. But here's where I want to clear a common myth. A lot of people think, if I drink this, everything will instantly improve. That's not how the body works. Circulation doesn't change overnight. Blood vessels don't reset in one day. And no natural drink can replace medical care if there is a serious underlying condition like advanced diabetes or heart disease. What this drink can do is support the system like giving your body better building materials to work with. But it only works properly when the rest of your lifestyle isn't constantly working against it. And that's exactly what we'll focus on next, because there are simple daily habits that either silently destroy or strongly support male performance. And most men don't even realize they're doing them every single day. Now let's talk about something that matters just as much as the drink itself, because without this part, many men never get the results they expect, and they end up disappointed for the wrong reasons. The truth is, your body is always responding to patterns, not single actions. So even if you include a helpful natural drink, but your daily habits are damaging circulation, the improvement will be limited. On the other hand, when you support your body consistently, even simple natural changes can make a noticeable difference over time. Let's start with one of the biggest silent issues: sitting for long hours. When you sit for too long, especially without movement, blood circulation in the lower body slows down. Over time, this can reduce vascular flexibility. Many men don't realize that even a short daily walk can significantly improve blood flow, including to the pelvic region. It doesn't need to be intense exercise. Consistency matters more than intensity. Now let's talk about diet, because this is where small choices quietly build or break your results. Foods high in processed sugar, fried oils, and refined carbs can damage blood vessels over time. They contribute to inflammation, which makes it harder for blood to flow smoothly. On the other hand, foods rich in natural nitrates, antioxidants, and healthy fats like leafy greens, nuts, garlic, and beets help support better circulation. And here's something many men overlook completely: hydration. Even mild dehydration thickens the blood slightly, making circulation less efficient. Something as simple as not drinking enough water throughout the day can subtly affect energy, stamina, and physical response. It sounds simple, but in real life, it makes a difference. Sleep is another hidden factor. Poor sleep lowers testosterone levels, increases stress hormones, and disrupts the body's natural recovery systems. Over time, this affects both energy and performance. Many men try to fix symptoms without realizing their sleep is the foundation of everything, and stress. This one deserves special attention. Chronic stress keeps the body in a fight or flight state. In that state, blood is prioritized for survival, not relaxation or intimacy. That means even if everything else is fine, stress alone can interfere with performance. Now here's the reassuring part. When you start combining the right natural drink, improved circulation habits, better hydration, light movement, and reduced stress, the body often responds surprisingly well. Many men begin to notice gradual improvements, not just physically, but emotionally too. Confidence returns. Anxiety reduces. The pressure starts to fade. But the key is patience and consistency. The body doesn't change in one night, but it does respond when it feels supported. And in the final part, I want to bring everything together and show you what this really means for your confidence, your health, and your long-term vitality, and how a small daily change can sometimes create a much bigger transformation than expected. When men reach this stage of life, whether it's the late 40s, 50s, 60s, or beyond, there's often a quiet emotional weight behind everything we've been talking about. It's not just about performance, it's about confidence. It's about feeling like yourself again. It's about not questioning your body in moments where you used to feel completely natural and in control. And that's why this conversation matters more than most people admit out loud. Because when the body starts changing, many men assume the worst, that something is permanently wrong, or that they are simply past their prime. But in reality, the body is far more responsive than most people realize. It just needs the right conditions to function properly again. That's where everything we discussed comes together. A simple natural drink that supports circulation, better daily movement, improved hydration, cleaner eating habits, better sleep, lower stress. These are not dramatic changes on their own, but together, they slowly rebuild the internal environment your body depends on. And when blood flow improves, many men notice changes in multiple areas, not just intimacy, but energy in the morning, mental clarity, mood stability, and even motivation. Because circulation affects far more than people think. But I want to be very honest with you here. There is no single drink, food, or trick that replaces long-term health. If there is a serious medical condition involved like diabetes, high blood pressure, hormonal imbalance, or heart disease, it is important to speak with a qualified healthcare professional. Natural support can help, but it should never replace proper medical care when needed. What this approach does offer is hope grounded in reality. Not hype, not false promises. Just a reminder that your body is still capable of responding when you treat it well. And sometimes, the biggest change doesn't come from something complicated. It comes from finally paying attention to what your body has been trying to tell you for a long time. If you take just one thing from this video, let it be this. Small daily choices shape long-term performance far more than any quick fix ever will. Now I'd like to hear from you. If you found this helpful, leave a comment and share your thoughts or experience. Your story might help someone else who is quietly going through the same thing. And if you want more simple, science-based health guidance for stronger energy and healthier aging, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Take care of your body. It's been taking care of you all along.